I literally just pulled up into the spot, backed up multiple times to kind of flatten some of the vegetation in this road. And I even walked over 20 yards to my right, and there's a doe right there. Could care less that I'm here. Saw me walking, doesn't even care. Looked at me, didn't run. It's like, what are we at, Yosemite or something? Crazy. The last time I was at this campsite, a buck walked through here as well. Hopefully that's a good sign of luck. So it's been about 5 minutes, and this doe's still sitting there. I've been walking around, shooting my bow. Just unpacked the bow, took a couple shots. She just looked at me, don't give one rat's ass. Crazy. Got that on video for you. So this spot is my honey hole. I've shot a few bucks here. I've seen over 20 bucks within 300 yards of this location. Most of those were within 50 yards of this location, probably 75% of those. I was actually hunting here for 4 hours on Saturday morning. Came back for about 2.5 hours Saturday evening, and started giving up on the place for this particular hunt, and I decided to go south of here about 300 yards. It's just, this spot's really good because I call it a saddle. Deer come from different locations for different reasons. It just happens to be a really good area that the deer pass through often. Anyway, so I decided to go about 300 yards to the south of this location, and I probably made it less than 150 yards, and I jumped a nice 3x3 buck, laying down in the craziest spot. Never would have expected it there. Just like some tall weeds, and it just got up and tried to take a shot at it with the bow, but the bow hit my wool jacket and hit the ground before its feet. Right there's a quartz vein and the crack of a rock. All right, out of nowhere it's hailing now. So earlier when I said I spooked a buck, it was about 100 yards south of here. Spooked him right out of this patch of weeds. Could not believe it. And then after taking a missed shot at him, I tracked him for about 150 yards or so, because I've done that before and ran into him again because they've bedded down. I had lost track of this one though, about 100 yards later or so, and it's starting to get dark, so I just went back to camp. When I woke up, I went back to that same spot, and as I was waiting there, the squirrels in the area started going nuts, no pun intended. So I thought something was coming because they were chirping. And so I started looking in their direction, and it happened to be a martin. And it's pretty cool. It walked about 3 feet away from me. Here's a picture of one. I didn't take this picture, but it looked a lot like this one. And then I had to go home after that. So did get to see a couple more deer though.
Back to camp after the morning hunt. Just picked up a doe. And another doe right here. Oh, she's gonna keep walking now. She's gonna get up and move. It's funny because I just saw fresh tracks. And I know they're fresh because it rained. Hey, that girl. Don't worry, I'm leaving. Hi, that girl. That is a little button buck.